New developments tonight. It's been more than 2 years since the Spokane baby was killed. Today, a jury heard the first evidence in the case against the man accused of killing him. Joshua Mobley is charged with second-degree murder for the death of Caden Henry. Police say Caden's injuries showed patterns of child abuse and that Mobley, who babysat the boy, had caused them. KXLY4's Caroline Rourke, working for you. She was in the courtroom as attorneys laid out their cases today. Caroline?
Aaron, Joshua Mobley's defense attorney told the jury today that he expects this might be a long trial as the attorneys take the time to work through the evidence in this case. Prosecutors argue that that evidence will show the jury that Mobley caused Caden Henry's death 2 years ago, but the defense says the same evidence tells a different story.
As you might imagine, there are two sides of the story, and we are here for that purpose.
On the morning of February 27th of 2017, Caden Henry's mother called police because her baby was not breathing.
She reaches across to Caden, touches his face, and it is ice cold.
The Spokane County medical examiner later deemed Caden's death a homicide.
The medics note that there's rigor mortis in Caden's arm. The first responders also note significant bruising to Caden's face as well as injuries to the body.
The state of Washington argues that Joshua Mobley, who babysat Caden, is responsible for those injuries and points as evidence to an incident about a week before when Caden had come home from the Mobley's house with bruises on his face.
Mr. Mobley had not noticed anything, but that Caden must have hit his head on the railing of the crib.
Prosecutors told the jury they think the evidence will show that when Mobley dropped Caden and his mom off at home on February 26th, the boy was already unconscious and had been for some time.
There'll be some disputes about what was said. There'll be some disputes about what was seen.
The defense argues that the evidence will show that when Caden and his mother got home that night, the boy did not have the obvious injuries noted by first responders and the medical examiner. They say Mobley's family, who saw Caden that night, will confirm that the baby seemed normal and unhurt.
None of them will tell you, gee, we saw something unusual, or we saw a bruise, or we saw some evidence of an injury.
We will keep you updated on air and online right here on KXLY4 News and KXLY.com as this trial continues. In Spokane, I'm Caroline Rourke, KXLY4 News.